29. It's Jog Josh, or Jarm Josh actually now, and Naga as your commentators. And we got Inferno and Syler starting here on the hero side versus Doves and Neveryear. And Naga, how do you think this one's going to play out?
If Neveryear and Doves can play loose and fast and do some unorthodox things, I think that they can get Inferno tilted enough to make him leave the server and forfeit, therefore winning flawlessly.
Well, it's a good start there for Inferno picking up the kill.
But he's proving me wrong, yes. Good job, Inferno.
Neveryear trying to stay alive here, escaping the 2-on-1. Now this is interesting because I've played with Doves, and he's a pretty decent choker in the fact that they're letting
Yeah,
Neveryear take the Vader.
I was going to say the same thing. I've played with Doves before, and he seemed like he was getting down the fundamentals of what you needed to do in a force match to stay alive. You know, I was playing against him, and he was kind of just letting me wail away at my combo, thinking he was going to do some silly stuff, but he seems like he's getting the fundamentals down.
Yeah,
So I know that Dubs is a good player, so we'll see how Neveryear can turn
wow.
up here.
Also, I'm not sure how he came out of that one alive. I think Inferno and Syler might have messed each other up, and a great save there.
Great choke, great choke.
Yeah. Not. Yeah, so we are 2-1 in favor of Doves and Neveryear. Yep.
Strong start.
Yeah, Inferno and Syler do have a kill.
Inferno got first blood. So Doves is healing up. Smart move. I like the thought of, slowing down the pace. You don't always have to rush in.
Neveryear able to hold Syler and Inferno off.
Inferno's a little far back there. He kind of needs to catch up.
Yeah, it's surprising that they didn't rush the Vader there when he was on the Cantina bubble. And they made a character switch. They got a window in now.
Interesting. I hate that, but I won't be the judge. Okay, he does land a kill, though.
Yeah, Doves caught out there. And a little bit of lag spike.
Yeah.
Neveryear staying alive, so it's 2-2. Let's see how Neveryear plays this. Yeah, he should have choked there, but he is a no force player, so his instinct is to start using.
If Inferno was a regular character there, he could have probably killed that Vader.
Oh, Doves turned his back to Inferno.
And he was a second too late on the push, and
but he comes away with a double.
Yeah, he sure does. Inferno missed the aerial.
And that's just one of the dangers of playing Windu.
Yeah. There's lots of dangers. There's very slim benefits, right. I'll say.
4-2 Doves and Neveryear. I think that this could play out with a Doves and Neveryear victory if Neveryear is up to it. I think Doves is a good enough player that he's going to be able to hold his own. So let's see how this plays out.
I definitely think it'll be close. I won't declare a winner yet, but I think Syler and Inferno, from watching their last match, I think they are getting better each time. So I will give them credit there.
Yeah, but that's another kill there for Neveryear. Neveryear's doing pretty well with the Vader. So
that 5-2.
And Doves doesn't know how to play Vader, I don't think, because he was playing all Anakin. So this actually might work out for them using the Vader just because he can apply more pressure.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in most No Forcers Vaders that they can pull off something,
Ooh,
that was a nice tumble by Syler.
Yeah.
And Inferno managed to pick up a kill in the meanwhile.
And looks like they're
rushing pretty hard here.
Yeah, and they should pick this up if they don't mess it up.
That's the unfortunate thing of PC is he probably would have had time to turn around there on that tumble.
Yeah, I never played PS2, so I never had the ability to turn in a tumble. I've just always been once you're tumbled, you're dead, basically.
Honestly, I kind of prefer the PC way. It kind of keeps things a little more simple.
Yeah. So it's a 5-4. Inferno carrying hard here with 4 kills right now.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of Syler rushing. I think Inferno's being more level-headed here. Wow, that was a great area.
Wow. 5-5.
Again,
and
Inferno keeps himself level-headed and manages to pick up both kills there.
they take the lead here, 6-5. Doves and Neveryear tried to go take the 2-on-1 on Inferno, but I think Neveryear actually hit Doves with his aerial when he rushed in.
Really, I didn't notice that. Yeah, in 2v1s, it's not always an advantage. Got to be careful of that. Sometimes you're fighting your teammate instead of the opponent.
Yeah, Inferno and Syler are trying to keep their space here, and you can tell that Doves and Neveryear are trying to stay a little bit closer together, just a
Yeah,
little more scared of the force powers.
very good
Uh,
observation. Yeah.
they're not used to not having the ability to save yourself and being tumbled, as one's a conquest player, one's a no force player. So
Right. Neveryear picks up a kill.
yeah,
And it looks like
and
it's aggro here.
yeah, they're trying to take advantage of that 2v1 on Inferno. Inferno retreating to the hero spawn, trying to wait for Syler to get back up. Manages to push Neveryear away.
They're a little
And
uncoordinated in their 2v1s, and he's probably going to finish that kill.
yeah, and
And he
Neveryear has
should
to be
not have went
careful
back.
here. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
that's the
done
one
for.
one thing I have noticed also about no force players is they really don't have great awareness on their map.
Yeah, and especially when you're waiting for the hero spawn at the default spawn, you should definitely be aware of that because that's all Inferno is waiting for.
Right, and you have to have that timer in your head like Fearless had.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, that's why I'm so aggressive in rushing spawns because I'm not going to let you keep the advantage of waiting for your teammate to spawn.
Oh, Doves just pushed Sylar away when he was choked. They had an easy
They're,
kill there, but
they're still
now they're
separated. Could converge on Inferno here.
yeah, this is a hard spot to be in with the Luke behind you though, because you can
Yeah,
just
and
rush
Syler does
in.
land that push on him,
Neveryear has to get
and
off the ground, and
he went
yeah,
straight to
he's
the ground. That is something that no forcers do, but sometimes it's advantageous, but never in the open area like this. One thing I learned from playing SketchUp, like whenever he would rush and I'd be like near a health droid or somewhere where I'm really congested, him being on the ground was always an advantage, no matter what character he was playing. So I
oh,
feel like
absolutely.
when you play against no forces, you have to be really cognizant of that. Like you can't just disrespect being close to them and hope that you can get a push.
It takes a lot more mental focus because you have to be able to watch your map for the push. You have to be able to watch your screen for the dash because
Yeah,
you don't know which one they're going to use. And
that's exactly right.
you have to be able to counter either.
Inferno gets an
Doves,
unfortunate death there. But that's what I
yeah,
was saying. Dev plays really patient. He's not going to do the unnecessary things. He's just going to block, and when he needs to, he's going to combo. Boom.
yeah. I do know Doves doesn't know how to blink block, so he is a little bit at disadvantage in consuming his stamina because he's going to be holding his block or trying to anticipate the block a little bit more
Right?
rather
That was a
than
good favorite throw from Doves. He landed on Inferno.
Syler trying to heal up here. It was actually Syler that took the damage. He's trying to heal
Oh,
up, and Neveryear wisely destroys the health droid.
good move. They're playing kind of passive here in this area on the part of the heroes.
I think they're waiting for 2-on-1 situations here, but
Huh.
Inferno picks up a kill on Doves. Doves rushed in. There wasn't
Yeah, I
any
think that's
communication there.
unfortunate. Oh, he misses that backslash.
Syler
Siler's
had to
there.
clean it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just an unfortunate, like, the heroes waited in their spawn, which they knew was advantageous just because of the area, really. And they kind of got separated and weren't really making any plays that were beneficial for each other.
Yeah, and I think that uh, Neveryear might have actually had a chance at Syler, but he saw Doves died and backed off. I don't think Inferno would have been able to save him, though, if
Yeah,
he had gotten the choke
that's the
off.
unfortunate thing. Especially 2v2s, you so often feel obligated just to rush in for the save that it's a
Right.
detriment to the team.
And I know that that's one of my weaknesses. I see my teammate down and I just rush to try and save him, and sometimes getting yourself both killed is what's
Yeah,
gonna
you
happen, and
gotta
that's not
be
what
just
you want.
heartless, just have no compassion for your teammate. If they make a mistake, just sorry.
A nice kill there by Neveryear on Syler.
Yeah, the
Low on
1v1
health.
seem to be going kind of 50-50 here. Automatic forfeit for Neveryear.
He accidentally glitched into the one building there.
Yeah. The Vader ramps are so OP. It just does that. I bet they're gonna rush Syler here because they're kind of split. But
They should have, if they
yeah,
play this
they're
right,
gonna
they
get
should have a double.
stuff.
Yeah, they picked that one up. Doves should
Interesting
probably,
move to dash there, but I won't complain because Neveryear gets the kill.
yeah, Doves should have actually moved out off the ground there as soon as
Yeah,
he saw, he should have gotten to a better position because now he's stuck on the ground with Sylar above him.
yeah, you're exactly right. The moment he got that push, I think they could have secured both of those kills.
Right, he should have gone after, he should go on immediately after
You just gotta
Inferno.
trust your teammates sometimes, you know.
Yeah, especially when you have
Ooh,
someone
nice.
tumbled. Oh, great aerial there by Sylar.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
In that position, I think that Neveryear should have gone after Inferno because he,
Yeah, they kind of switched, you know, and especially since Neveryear definitely had more stamina. That's a really good point, Josh. Yeah.
and he wasn't tumbled, so Dubs was going in. Sylar was tumbled, so he could have pushed him down again, but
Yeah.
Inferno wasn't, so that should
Lots
have
of
sent the
saber throws
choker in.
coming out. And he gets that tumble from Syler. Inferno's
Yeah,
going to clean up the kill. I like that execution. That was pretty good. Neveryear's in a kind of a tough spot. I never liked fighting on the Cantina, to be honest, as a villain.
oh, it's the
There's so
worst,
tumbled.
especially his maul too.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's just a nightmare. Good
So
on Neveryear to play it slow. Don't do anything silly, but they're healing, so
yeah, Doves and Neveryear have 10, and Sylar and Inferno have 15. So 5-point lead for the hero side here. And though I think we've seen that the hero side actually is
I'm
sometimes more
telling you, it's a thing
beneficial.
now. I can't think of a match yet that it's been like traditional villain sweep.
Doves has to
That,
watch his back,
oh yeah. Oh goodness, that
oh,
was unfortunate.
and
Being in
Inferno
those
with,
walls, the combos will so easily untumble you. You always have to look up. I think that's one thing the no forcers are right about is like you have to juggle or you have to launch sometimes in situations like that.
yeah, Doves going to heal up wisely, makes it a 3-point game now with Doves, and then Neveryear sitting at, oh, I'm sorry, makes it a 4-point game. Doves and Inferno sitting at 11 now.
I thought so. Yeah, 11.
Neveryear shouldn't have thrown there.
He could pick up both these kills here. What's he gonna do? I think he got overwhelmed in that situation. Hopefully his teammate doesn't die because of it.
Oh, and he didn't get his block up, so yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
a double for.
I think that seemed daunting, but really just play it simple. You don't have to get both kills. If he would have killed the guy on top, his teammate would have been on the ground still, keeping the other guy occupied. He would have just had to go around, ramp off the side, and come behind with a push, and he would have easily cleaned up both kills. It's
Yeah,
not always about getting the kills instantly. It's, you know, when am I going to get the kills safely?
yeah, and that's just something he'll learn with experience. That was unfortunate, coming out and immediately dying. So that's 2 doubles
Couldn't have
there
really
for
rushed that, yeah.
Inferno
But
and
that's what they need.
Sylar.
They need to start setting up a lead here if they were wanting to show that they're the dominant team.
Yeah, that gives them a solid lead, an 8-point lead at 22-12 for Inferno and Sylar in favor of
Nice.
them. Healing up here in the hero's corner. Now, Doves and Neveryear need to be careful. They don't need to keep rushing in and dying. They need
Yeah.
to be
Yeah, that's a
smart with,
mistake. It's easy to fall into again on villains.
right, especially when you're down, you're like, oh, I have to make up the ground here, but you really don't. You have the advantage. Oh, and a nice,
Wow.
wow.
Oh, they both got their
Oh
kills
my
in the
word.
1v1s.
So
So
that
I
was
think
a,
Inferno thought he had the tumble, which he did, but he wasn't confident in it, so he didn't go for it at first. And then he committed once he didn't have the tumble and ended up getting killed.
yeah, he got nulled by Doves.
It's unfortunate.
And then Sylar actually had Neveryear, but then
Lord.
he got a backslash in somehow. Doves dies in the 2v1.
Inferno just cleanly missed his aerial and then was to get the push off. God bless him. Is that 23? I don't know why I'm trying to keep score by hand.
Yeah, so we're at
There we go.
22 to 14
I failed
now.
math a couple times. It's all right.
Dove's in a real bad spot here. He's got to get out, and yeah, he's gonna.
I like how they're rushing here.
All right,
Because
so
even
they
if
have,
his teammate does spawn,
yeah, they have a split spawn now. And Never would be wise to just run away.
yeah, especially in this
Actually,
area.
he
Oh
has a
wow!
one-on-one.
And he
Now it's a
instantly went to.
two-on-one. Good block there. Unfortunately, got tumbled. Doves is in. Will he pick up this save? No, he's tumbled, and looks like they're gonna. Yeah, they're gonna pick up a double here.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah,
I think
and
he
that's.
needs to recruit the high ground, like you said.
And he also did not use. He doesn't know how to use blink block. If he learned blink block, like he wouldn't have had to like try and guess when he
Yeah.
was gonna get pushed. I tried to tell him what it was. He said he didn't think he had the capacity to focus on it and pay attention to everything else.
Honestly, there's times where I'm just watching the map. Like I don't really focus on too much of what's happening in front of me because if you get used to it, you know, you can kind of rely on the map pretty accurately.
Yeah, it is a hard. It is even. I try and focus on the map as much as possible, but it's not an easy
And a
skill.
lot of it, like if you watch players like Manny, it's like they aren't watching, or even Fierce, like they're not watching for where people are. They know where they're going to be because they've, you know, played this scenario so many times.
Right.
Inferno's
Another aerial missed by Inferno.
Yeah.
And it might result in.
Got sticky feet there. If you are out of stamina, you will get sticky feet. So I think he was out of stamina there.
That was unfortunate.
Good on Doves to pick up that kill though.
And he needs to get off the ground there. There we go.
Yeah.
He also told me he's not super confident in ramping either, so.
Oh no.
That's probably why we see him on the ground so much. Oh,
Gotta get that
almost had it good. Yeah, and this is starting to just show a little bit of the inexperience of Dove and Neveryear team, but they're not playing badly.
Oh, they definitely had a strong start. I think we're seeing the grooves get formed though, with Inferno and Syler kind of finding their rhythm.
Yeah, it's 15 to 28 currently.
Oh yeah. I find on heroes. I'm happy with that.
Neveryear had Inferno and missed the saber throw. He didn't pick him back up with choke.
They have Inferno in the spot here.
He's really low on health.
Oh, he ran out of stamina. And he should be going for a choke. Okay.
Yeah.
But does manage just to get that combo. Looked a little risky there.
Yeah, that just shows the no force background in Neveryear there.
Oh yeah.
And Syler waiting for Inferno to get back up.
I think if I was Inferno, I would have spawned corner there. They were being real tunnel vision.
Naga, you always spawn corner. It doesn't matter what.
Not always, not always.
A nice double there for Neveryear, and
yeah, they played that really well.
They just need to cut down on some of the tunnel vision mistakes, and they will play much better.
I think the shorter these engagements go, you know, or the less dicey situations to get in, they can, you know, play together, get in quickly, do a 2v1, separate the teammates. I think they'll be able to get kills.
I actually feel we might see that their stronger side is here.
Really?
Oh, a nice kill there by Neveryear.
That? Wow, that was a great choke on that float choke, but I didn't expect him to get the kill.
That was unfortunate. Oh, I believe that is game.
Gotta choke, man. Did he pick up a kill? So what was that, 30-17?
Yeah, 30 to 20.
Oh.
So they're not out of it yet, you know. They're still in here.
Yeah, 10 points is not a daunting lead. Honestly, that's well, it is, but it's still a fathomable number.
And especially with the hero sides actually playing much better
Yeah,
in these 2v2s, I could see Neveryear and Dallas making a pretty decent run here in the second
I'm
side.
always rooting for an upset. I'm always rooting for the underdog. So if
Me as
they can
well.
manage something, that'd be
Band together.
that'd be
We can
amazing.
still win.
Looks like
So
we're gonna see Inferno on the choker playing Anakin. I kind of expected that.
let's see here. I'm just getting in. All right.
I should probably look into what
Yeah.
class.
Syler started as choker our first match, and then they moved to Inferno. Inferno had been playing Vader a lot in the scrims I've been playing with him, but looks like he's opting to go the safer approach here.
Yeah, I think that's a smart choice to go the safer route.
Yeah, because they need to play this smart. It's not like they're clear yet. I mean,
Yeah,
you do have
yeah,
the
that's
10-point lead.
so you have a 10-point lead against a team that you could have like a 20-point.
Right. So Doves and Neveryear, you can tell they're a little scared of the Joker. They're playing very tight, very
Yeah,
close,
he
looking
moved right
for.
in. They kind of separated for no reason there. Okay.
And Inferno he missed the saber throw choke.
Wow. But he stayed calm there, even though he made that mistake, and he managed to get both kills. So I think for them, I don't know if they're like too familiar with using slow run, how much experience they have against chokers. There's two people on the team though, so you can always try to avoid the choker as best as you can, and try to put them in situations where the choker can only focus on one person.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if they will have that savvy just because they haven't been playing Force that long.
I'll type it to them real quick.
You know, it would be interesting. Volt and I were talking about this. It'd be good training to have like a coach in your ear, like in 2v2
Yeah,
situations, because you can play 2v2s, but you won't learn the tactics or get better if you don't have like anyone like telling you, all right, this is what you should have done, this is what you didn't do right,
yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I think Ninja even mentioned that, like having them in the server. That's why I feel like the commentary is so important sometimes, is because I know personally I always go back and watch. Well, I also have to watch every single match for the highlights, but I watch my matches especially, no matter what game I'm playing, just to see like how I can improve, like what the commentators thought of what I did, what I could have done better. So I always appreciate when the commentary is very honest and kind of critical in some ways.
Yeah, and it's like I don't like it's like, oh, people expect you to talk good about them the whole time. Like if you mess up, like you messed up. It's no
Right.
shame in it. Like
I'll definitely hype the good moments if there's good
right.
moments.
But you
We're here
do
for
have
it.
to acknowledge the mistakes too, because you won't get better that way.
Right, and I think it's helpful for the people watching too.
Yeah.
We all get to see what we all could do better. Oh,
A
they
nice
played
kill
that
there
pretty
by
well separated.
Neveryear, yeah.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. See, they're doing exactly right, and they sandwiched him here.
yeah, and they played that really smart. They approached him from different angles, one behind him, and he was really in a bad spot there. Inferno was.
I think they should stick in the city area. Honestly, I think
Yeah,
that the villains will kind of eat them up with how quickly Inferno is going to be able to get these chokes in that small area. I think the city will do some benefit for them, give them more cover. That way, they don't have to rely on slow running.
yeah, and I don't think that they're comfortable in that part of the map just because it's a lot more building, and you can already see that they're playing like exclusively on the ground right now almost. So.
Yeah, I do see Neveryear doing a lot of ramps though, especially with his Vader. He was doing a lot of ramps.
Oh, wow.
Wow, he did the launching. Oh, what? Oh, he must have got a
Yeah,
team save.
Inferno got a block up actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that was actually almost a really nice kill by Neveryear.
Yeah, I was like, this man is making the plays. But good on Inferno to keep his calm. Never count yourself out, even
He
if
was
you're on the ground getting messed up.
Yeah, he wasn't nulled. That was the problem.
Yeah,
He was in a bad spot, but he wasn't nulled. He like stumbled a bit, but he managed to get his block up.
yeah. This is if I was Inferno, I definitely need to get on that building quickly, because if they get there, you're in a bad spot. Yep.
Yeah. 2 in favor of Inferno and Syler right now.
Those two, not too bad.
Good
And these have
push
been some
there.
pretty kills. You know, they're not those 6 kills weren't all in quick succession.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job of keeping Inferno away here. Oh, he
Neveryear's
does get that
choked.
choke. Dude.
Oh, and he died. I actually scrolled
I
away
expect
because I
that
thought
choke, but he went in for the aerial really quickly.
I actually spectated away because I thought Neveryear was done for, and mistake
Yeah.
there by Inferno cost him the double.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about Anakin. You you're pretty stuck in if you're far away when holding a choke to saber throwing
Yeah.
only. And if you feel like your teammate's in jeopardy, sometimes you want to rush in an aerial. But and here's the Vader actually. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
they caught them sleeping there.
Yeah. You got to be map aware. Like, even if one of your teammates is healing, like, I always try to make sure that I'm like running back and forth, like trying to get to a position, even if I still need to heal. You know, there's nothing wrong with taking your sweet time to heal, as long as you guys are holding down a building that gives you some kind of defensive advantage. Don't just like
Yeah,
group up by the health droid.
and don't be scared to move around the map and heal somewhere else too. Like
Exactly.
I would have maybe rotated to the city, rotated to. Oh my, it does just
Wow.
mashing combo there and pulling off a kill.
So Inferno does get
Nice.
that kill. Kind of
Yeah, that was a
disappointed
nice.
that Dubs moved away before he could get that save in. And he needs to get away quickly here, back to his spawn, I think.
And he's gonna swap here. Yeah, and good use of the swap because he was definitely out of stamina. Well played.
Yes, for sure. Don't see that used too often, but it's getting used a little bit more.
He actually used a swap. I think it was on. Who was it on? Maybe Ninja. It's someone really good, and he used this swap. He swapped from Luke to Mace and came out of nowhere and just aerialed him, like, and they just were so confused. It was hilarious. It was a clean, quick swap too. And looks like Naga cut out there for a little bit. Are you back now? Nagas seems to be having technical difficulties with his Discord.
1 second, Josh. My mic disconnected.
Oh, and yeah, Neveryear actually gets a great save, and Doves pushes him away for the stats.
I like to see these. Oh yeah, I like to see the kill sometimes. You got to.
Yeah, it was a great save by Neveryear though. So we're looking at a 11-7 game. So still holding on to a 14-point lead right now, aggregate. But Doves and
It is
Never are
nice
playing
that's
really
close.
well.
Yeah, they
What's
are.
Manny doing here?
Good question. Is this free play?
Oh, good double there by Inferno. I think
Yeah.
just the ferocity of the Vader, especially someone who knows what they're doing with choke, is a little
Yeah.
too much for Doves and Never.
Yeah, that's the key. They're gonna have to adjust in some way.
They need to actually. I think against the Vader, you probably need to put pressure on because he's not very good defensively, but he's very good offensively. So if you can apply the pressure on the Vader, while still watching your back, and
Yeah.
from the mall, then you're in a good set up a good 2v1 and then protect yourselves from the mall. Good push there by Neveryear. And he had
Manages to get the combo with that. The last part of the Obi combo. Shout out to keyboard.
Syler put himself in a bad spot there trying to get that save, and
Yeah, he was trying to force the save.
and they will Okay, I thought Doves might be trying to heal Cantina. Maybe he's just trolling.
It's a ballsy move. He could have, honestly. They've been spawning in the same space.
He's
Oh,
choked. Redux saves him there,
oh,
but
re-attacked.
Neveryear, yeah,
He's going in. Yeah, the Vader's
Inferno,
definitely been pretty oppressive to them.
yeah, they definitely played better against the Anakin. Vader's, if you don't know how to counter him properly, he's very terrifying to play against.
We need to see like a no force Ayla come out or something.
Yeah, I'm expecting it. That would actually be not a bad counter from Neveryear.
Seriously, I'm dead serious. I feel like that would really help them right now. Because while
Doves has
Inferno's Vader is good, Vader in general, you can put him in positions where he quickly take that advantage away.
Yeah, and Doves has to be they both have to be careful here. Yeah, because here comes Inferno. When you're throwing your saber and you have a Vader dashing at you, and you're in a bad spot.
They did a good job thought they got Syler, but he managed to get that kill on trade.
Yeah, and you can't be trading at this point in the game now.
Yeah, for sure. I think it'll be good for them to keep it close. Good choke from Inferno.
Oh, and Doves fell to a really unfortunate spot because Syler had just gotten up and he
Oh
was right
yeah,
there. Actually, Doves is up. Yeah,
but I think that
um,
may be worse because they're about to 2v1 him hard now.
yeah, a little
And he went to the
unfortunate that he
ground.
wasn't able to get the push off there. The
Yeah.
ground isn't a bad spot to be in right here, I don't think.
Oh, this is an interesting
Especially,
area. Yeah, you
yeah,
can make stuff happen here.
especially with a Vader. He doesn't have a good dash attack for moving around buildings. So
Yeah,
it
I
was,
think Neveryear should have waited there. He obviously saw that Dubs was in a tight position still from having that 2v1 pressure on him. I think if he would have waited a second longer, they probably could have got Inferno there on his way up.
yeah. And that's just, I wonder if they're in comms.
I hope so. As Lax said, if you're not, what are you doing?
I agree with that completely. Syler was tumbled, but so was Dove, so he wasn't able to finish it. And Inferno playing super aggro here, and it's paying
Yeah.
off. So we're looking at 11 to 20. So the game's starting to get away from them now. I think they need
Is
one
that
more
corner?
inch. Oh, I'm off.
Well, there we go. I think we kind of saw Inferno and Syler get some confidence there. Towards the beginning of the match, there was some testing out, how are these guys going to play? We're not really familiar with these players, but I think they definitely got into the groove and the rhythm of it. And I don't really think that that match was ever really up for contest who was going to win. But I was kind of surprised with how close it felt sometimes.
Yeah, I just think that you can see that Doves and Never are both going to be pretty decent Force players. I think it's kind of cool to see like different communities joining in this tournament